All right, this video is to show people about the basics of technique for beginning snare drum. First thing you want to do is make sure that the drum is at the right height. And if you don't have a drum, if you're using a practice pad, try to use the same thing. And usually what we do is we just stand back and put your arms up naturally to where you have a 10-degree angle down in this arm right here. Okay, so this right here for me is just a tad bit low. So you should always go through this process just to make sure. There. Next thing is some of the basics that have been kind of agreed upon through the years. Everybody's body's a little different, but you want to try to get your sticks at a 90-degree angle. And then the back of the hand fairly flat. With holding onto the stick, your fulcrum is your thumb and your first finger. That's where you're really holding on. But then the next three fingers just wrap around gently. So now this is the setup you've got. Back of the hand is fairly flat, 90-degree angle, fingers in touch. Okay, right here. So if you're doing, one of the most basic exercises, which we almost start everything with 8 on a hand, no different than wind players use long tones. So it's just like this. Okay, and then the technique for approaching the drum is, what I like to do is to use about 1/3 arm, okay, 1/3 wrist, 1/3 finger. So if you're using 100% of each one of those, that's what it would look like. Well, you want to take a little bit of everything so it takes the strain off of any one part. So you can see when I'm doing this, the stick's moving around a little bit in my hand, but you're not necessarily letting go back here. The wrist is bending a little bit, and the arm is moving up and down just a little bit. As you get faster, you try not to change too much. And I hope that helps.